Township Board of Trustees, if everybody else stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Before us, we have our agenda. Are there any additions, deletions, or corrections by fellow board members or department heads at this time? Seeing none, the agenda will stand as presented. We don't have anything for the sheriff's report, but does anybody in the audience have anything for the sheriff? Seeing none, okay, unfinished business. I'll turn that over to Eric.
Yes. One item under unfinished business this evening, it is our memorandum of understanding on Kirby Avenue and 39th Street with the City of Canton. We had talked at a previous meeting about expedited type 2 annexations and the agreement to eradicate any maintenance issues that might arise. That's what this agreement addresses. Essentially, if you look in the one effective date of December 17th, it also states the border. So it would be City of Canton having responsibility for Kirby from Columbus to Route 62, and it would be us having responsibility from 39th Street, Market to Market.
I said it on the meeting. JP function of the city. I mean, it's just, I think that was it.
Yeah. The one change we did make from when you saw it was to include the paving.
Yes, I did see that.
Okay. That's
I
it.
think that's, this is the way we got to make sure. Did you guys come across things?
Yeah.
Where, hey, we're taking care of this. If we don't have something in writing, we need to make it a priority. I mean, we've cleaned some stuff up in Canton Township as well.
Yeah.
So, the days of, handshake, wink, wink, gentleman's agreement, it doesn't fly. It's not in writing, it doesn't exist, unfortunately. Okay, unfinished business, I will so move. Second. Discussion, roll call.
Mr. Hawes?
Yes.
Mr. Sabo?
Yes.
Mrs. Harless?
Yes.
Okay. It's going to take us to the fiscal officer's report. Tom?
Thank you. Fiscal Officer number 1 is a resolution to authorize the payment of pending warrants in the amount of $483,593.42.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, roll call.
Mr. Hawes?
Yes.
Mrs. Harless?
Yes.
Mr. Sabo?
Yes.
Fiscal Officer number 2 is a resolution to authorize payment of regular payroll in an amount not to exceed $250,000.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, roll call.
Mr. Hawes?
Yes.
Mrs. Harless?
Yes.
Mr. Sabo?
Yes.
Fiscal Officer number 3 is a resolution to authorize payment for the following medical claims.
So moved. Second. Discussion, roll call.
Mr. Hawes?
Yes.
Mrs. Harless?
Yes.
Mr. Sabo?
Yes.
Fiscal Officer number 4 is the investment report.
Stellar interest rates.
Yeah. Fiscal Officer number 5 is a resolution to authorize the Plain Township Fiscal Officer to request an additional amended certificate of estimated resources from the Stark County Auditor for $1,121,745.94 and to appropriate these funds as follows.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, roll call.
Mr. Hawes?
Yes.
Mrs. Harless?
Yes.
Mr. Sabo?
Yes.
Fiscal Officer number 6 is a resolution to authorize temporary appropriations for the year 2021 as attached hereto and made a part of these minutes, and to authorize Plain Township Fiscal Officer to submit this to the Stark County Audit.
So moved. Second. Discussion, roll call.
Mr. Hawes?
Yes.
Mrs. Harless?
Yes.
Mr. Sabo?
Yes.
Fiscal Officer number 7 is a resolution to authorize a refund as follows for overpayment for EMS.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, roll call.
Mr. Hawes?
Yes.
Mrs. Harless?
Yes.
Mr. Sabo?
Yes.
Fiscal Officer number 8 is a resolution to authorize the following transfers.
So moved. Second. Discussion, roll call.
Mr. Hawes?
Yes.
Mrs. Harless?
Yes.
Mr. Sabo?
Yes.
Fiscal Officer number 9 is a resolution to amend Resolution 21-620 to read to hire Aslake Wrecking Company to demolish the garage located at 3221 Roosevelt Avenue Northeast, parcel 52-10201 in the amount not to exceed $1,500 from Fund 01826N. And be it further resolved that all expenses so incurred by the board will be entered upon the tax duplicate and will be a lien upon the land from the date of the entry.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion on this one. I thought we had previously authorized another organization. Is there a reason, was that organization unable to?
No, there was, they had, the bids were all turned in and they selected the wrong, didn't take the lowest bidder. So
Okay.
it was just a clerical error on the amendment.
Okay. Any further discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Sabo?
Yes.
Mr. Hawes?
Yes.
Mrs. Harless?
Yes.
That concludes the fiscal officer report.
Thank you. It's the administrator, Ms. Campbell.
Thank you. Tonight I have a resolution before the board to enter into subscription with ASAP Systems for an inventory program for all departments as attached for software licensing support professional services in the amount of $3,195 from the fund distribution below.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Yes, the township has been in need of a comprehensive inventory system. We are just too big to be having each department utilize their homemade spreadsheet system. This one allows us to upload pictures, to assign inventory to people, to make it as searchable as we'd like. If the chief would like to search for a certain line pose, he puts it in, it'll bring it all up. We can include maintenance reminders, and when warranties are going to expire on this, it's a very low price. It will be used by all departments, myself, Eric Haynes, JP and Chief all took a look at it because they have the greatest amount of inventory, and I think it's something that's really going to help us immensely. Normally, we wouldn't be expending money this close to the end of the year, but if we do before the end of December, we get some extra free training hours, which is a benefit.
Yeah, this just makes sense. You know, from a simplicity standpoint, from the auditor standpoint, I mean, I would almost think that when we would declare by resolution an item that we no longer need, that could probably go in that as a notation.
Yes.
That, you know, it was discarded based on resolution, but yada, yada, yada.
Yep.
So
Yes.
it's certainly better.
And the
try.
beauty is we can upload our spreadsheets. We don't have to start from the beginning and type things in, and it'll bring it right
And it'll be
out.
nice too for a board for a comprehensive view.
Absolutely.
Of asset management, yes, too.
Yep.
Any further discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Hawes?
Yes.
Mr. Sabo?
Yes.
Mrs. Harless?
Yes, thank you, board. I know on behalf of the department head, we support that.
Okay, it takes us to fire. Chief?
Thank you. Item number 1 is a resolution by the Plain Township Board of Trustees to authorize payment to a Lab Tech online employee scheduling workforce management subscription for 1 year, not to exceed $4,753.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Hawes?
Yes.
Mrs. Harless?
Yes.
Mr. Sabo?
Yes.
Item number 2 is a resolution by the Plain Township Board of Trustees to authorize purchase and payment for one 2022 Ford Expedition 4x4 from Wacom Auto Family, not to exceed $46,000.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, just to clarify, this is something we're likely not going to see till late 2022, early 2023 based on manufacturers.
Yeah, and actually, we just made the cutoff for 2022. Just the way things are right now, it probably will be 8 to 10 months.
I was going to say, I know when we had the county township association meeting up at the lake, guys, Schoen or something?
Yeah.
They were noting that it had already been closed out. We're looking in 2023, so this really is, it's crazy, all the supply chain issues and so forth. But any further discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Hawes?
Yes.
Mrs. Harless?
Yes.
Mr. Sabo?
Yes.
Item number 3 is a resolution to identify the real property located at 3100 33rd Street Northeast, parcel 5207364 is insecure, unsafe, and structured unsound.
So moved on fire number 3.
Second.
Discussion?
Is that the one, that's the one at the corner of southeast corner, 33rd and Nedra?
That is correct.
Yeah, this is actually the second or third time we've done something with that property.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, this is,
So this would be the
oh yeah,
end one here unless they decide.
that's good.
Yeah.
Could we just, in that first full paragraph, or second whereas paragraph, get rid of Plain Township property maintenance code official, Tom, in the final version?
Yep.
Just because we don't have one of those anymore.
Any further discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Sabo?
Yes.
Mrs. Harless?
Yes.
Mr. Hawes?
Yes.
And that concludes fire department. Thank you.
Thank you. It's going to take us to zoning. Tom?
Thank you, sir. Item number 1 is a resolution to declare item A as a nuisance abatement.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Hawes?
Yes.
Mr. Sabo?
Yes.
Mrs. Harless?
Yes.
And item number 2 is a resolution to amend Resolution 21629 to reappoint Demetrius Pusolides to the Plain Township Board of Zoning Appeals for a 5-year term expiring on December 31st, 2026.
So moved.
Second, Brooke. Discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Hawes?
Yes.
Mr. Sabo?
Yes.
Mrs. Harless?
Yes.
Zoning number 3 is a resolution to amend Resolution 21630 to appoint Alex McKellen to the Plain Township Board of Zoning Commission for a 5-year term expiring on December 31st, 2026.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Hawes?
Yes.
Mr. Sabo?
Yes.
Mrs. Harless?
Yes.
Item number 4 is a resolution to rescind Resolution 21631 to discuss the zone change for 3801 Harmont Avenue. So is Amendment 578.1.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Hawes?
Yes.
Mr. Sabo?
Yes.
Mrs. Harless?
Yes.
And item number 5 is a resolution to set a date for a hearing to discuss the zone change at 3801 Harmont Avenue. The current zoning in the property is a B2 general business. The applicant is seeking to change the zoning to I1 light industrial. Hearing will take place at the trustee meeting on Tuesday, January 11th, 2022 at 6:15 p.m.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Hawes?
Yes.
Mr. Sabo?
Yes.
Mrs. Harless?
Yes.
And that's all for zoning, sir.
Thank you, Tom. Thanks for coming in as well from your time off. It's going to take us to communications. Lisa?
Thank you. We have one communication from the Scene Center to the Plain Township Professional Firefighter Association, which reads, "Thank you so very much for your donation of $2,000. Our veterans so appreciate your support of the Scene Center."
You know, I think it needs to be said that was kind of all precipitated by the union doing that fundraiser and, you know, a collaborative amongst everybody. And, you know, you can only do win-win-win when you do those kinds of projects. So Chuck, you know, make sure you pass it along that, you know, we recognize their effort too. So, and we were all there, by the way. So, you know, all the board was there when they presented the check. So.
Brings us to the portion of the meeting, public speaks. Is there anybody in the audience that wishes to address the Board of Trustees? If so, ask you state your name and address for the record. You guys here just to observe or any specific issues or concerns for the
Well,
board?
I thought maybe tonight, something we would discuss as far as some confusion, I think that we've had as far as if you have 5 acres or greater, kind of how that relates to certain noise ordinance and stuff like that.
So, yeah, that's under concerns,
Okay.
or public speak, so
Okay.
if you're wishing to address that, just state your name and address for the record, and then we'll go from there.
Sure. Noah Murphy, 23-20 Apple Grove Street, Northeast. And actually, I wasn't planning on doing a lot of speaking. I was kind of planning on doing some listening, to be quite honest with you, and just hear what you guys had to say, to be completely honest. So,
Well, I plan to talk to the board, actually in executive session on the issue
okay.
tonight.
Okay.
So, as their attorney, we go back in there so I can talk to them about legal stuff
For sure.
privately, but we are going to address that issue tonight.
Thank you.
Now, does anybody up here have your phone number or a way to contact you?
Brooke has my wife's phone number.
Okay, so
Okay.
afterwards, Brooke can contact you.
Yeah, sure.
And let you know. She'll
Thank
follow
you.
up with you. Yeah.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Is there anybody else in the audience?
So is he from like a school?
Yeah. High school for a government class?
Do you have any questions of us? Anything that
Have we
would?
bored you to death?
You said, what time is it over?
You just need your paper signed to show that you're right.
Actually, I've already done that. He could
Oh, wow.
Well, that was nice of you to stay.
It must be AP government
Yeah.
if you stayed.
I had to run. Yeah.
We've got the blessing of Canton Township Trustee Mark Schaefer with us tonight.
That's so nice.
So how are we doing in time in relation to Canton Township?
Impressed.
We've done better.
We have no
We
better.
did.
I do have the record.
We would have just finished the pledge.
What's that?
We would have just finished the pledge.
Okay, nothing else? Concerns of trustees? Any
Any concerns?
concerns of the fiscal officer?
No concerns.
Takes us to the approval of the minutes for December 14th, 2021. I will so move.
Second?
Discussion, roll call.
Mr. Hawes?
Yes.
Mrs. Harless?
Yes.
Mr. Sabo?
Yes.
We do have a need for executive session, so I'm going to make a motion, be it hereby resolved by the Plain Township Board of Trustees, Stark County, Ohio, to adjourn to executive session at 6:17 p.m. from this regular meeting as authorized under Ohio Revised Code 121.22G for the purpose of consideration of 1F, compensation of a public employer official, 3, a conference with the law director or other retained counsel concerning pending or imminent court action.
Second.
Discussion, roll call.
Mr. Hawes?
Yes.
Mr. Sabo?
Yes.
Mrs. Harless?
Yes.